Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polaganja. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Klein. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Got his man. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Right down the gut of the field. Inside, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He's got it down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. Turning on the Jets. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle.
Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. At the 20, he's got space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, that's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something positive so you don't have to throw out of your end zone and possibly take a safety, and then boom, you pop one. You get big-time space, big-time yardage. Nice job by the offense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Wolverines! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks it. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this...
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Sends it downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He's got it on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
3rd and goal. You're going to turn around and just give it.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Inside the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
To the air, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. So here comes the Michigan offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got room at the 35. He's loose. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. On the run, it's Haynes. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing.
He's taking the shot. Makes a catch at the 15. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpson. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown. Here we go. Do the show. Right. On the ground with the counter. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Klein. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. looking for room. It's Haynes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he found open space, the man... So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. Headed to the end zone. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. And the Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Got a little space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Simpson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A strike downfield. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going right to work up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. First down here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another... They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams